22 years ago, ABC's 2020 asked a question. Can you really build a community where you can work and live and essentially have it all? They called it Shangri-La. That's right. In 1992, ABC came to Rancho Santa Margarita to show the nation what an ideal master plan community looks like.
In the town where you live, what is life like? Is it Norman Rockwell with picket fences and one-lane roads?
Welcome to Shangri-La.
In the movie, it was a little suburb in the Himalayas called Shangri-La, a place where everyone found everything they needed and never had to drive 10 miles just for groceries. It's called Rancho Santa Margarita, and while at first glance it may look like 1,000 other California suburbs, residents and developers say it's different. The idea was to make this suburb as self-sufficient as possible, to make it a planned community. So when planners sat down to draw up the blueprints, they included not just the usual collections of houses, but locations for businesses and retail shops and recreational areas.
As your mayor, one of the original city founders, and someone who already lived in RSM when ABC came here, I know firsthand that Rancho Santa Margarita really is an ideal city. RSM was carefully planned, constructed, and is currently maintained to be a community where those that choose to work and live here really love it. It is a city whose future has endless possibilities. As mayor, I have a front row seat to witness the city blossoming with opportunities, activities, and services that sometimes might go unnoticed while we all lead our very busy daily lives. Our job as your mayor, city council members, and planning commissioners is to ensure the development and operations of this city will occur in a manner that is, at all times, in the best interests of this city and its residents. Rancho is master planned and meticulously cared for. Nothing here happens by accident or as a knee-jerk reaction. This city was carefully planned and scaled to ensure the optimal balance of income to operate the city, residents as a source of employees and customers for our businesses, and commercial opportunities to provide the jobs for the residents together with the goods and services to sustain our population. Nothing, absolutely nothing, happens here by accident. We invest in services that keep our streets clean and provide improvements in our environment. We enjoy an infectious pride and professionalism our city workers and contractors who are removing refuse, sweeping our streets, and repairing our roads. Did you know our city streets are our greatest capital asset that's owned by the city? Well, it is, so it makes sense that the inaugural City Council leaders embarked on a plan that remains in practice today to ensure this asset is painstakingly maintained at the very highest level we can afford. This is all by design. Now there's a group of people we cannot forget. I like to think of them as the guardians of Rancho Santa Margarita. They are our police services, fire services, and ambulance service providers who watch over our community 24 hours each day, at the ready to come to our aid or rescue. As you know, one of the core principles for us when we worked to form this community into a city was enhanced law enforcement to achieve unequaled community safety. The FBI has ranked RSM the safest city for the past 4 years. And this year, Rancho Santa Margarita was selected as the safest city in the state of California and the 5th safest city in our entire nation. Although a staggering accomplishment, this is all by design. We have a plan, and we executed it as intended. That plan allows our city's parents to enjoy just a little extra peace of mind by not having to worry as their children attend school each day. In fact, the City Council was honored in April of this year by the Orange County Child Abuse Prevention Center for our outstanding commitment to children and a demonstrated effort in improving the lives of kids in our community. It's no hype. RSM is truly concerned about and dedicated to watching over our youth. We invest in groundbreaking law enforcement programs like preventing cyberbullying and the Is Your Teen at Risk seminars. These are fantastic programs that are provided free of charge to the residents. And if you have ever met Deputy Clay Cranford, our youth safety officer, you would know he is a true hometown hero to our teens and parents alike. These are just a few examples of programs the city offers to maintain its highly regarded reputation of superior public safety. There is just so much to take in with the sights and sounds of Rancho Santa Margarita. It's such a great place, and we have so many things available to us. I think about the basics like stopping for gas or grabbing that cup of coffee in the morning. It wouldn't be unusual that we don't really think about some of the businesses that help us kickstart our day. For those of us that lived in RSM before any gas stations or service venues were here, I am delighted with the plentiful variety and options that are now available to us. Thankfully, we had that plan. RSM is no stranger to the national chains either. Just take a look at all our large retailers who provide other goods and services, providing everything from building materials to household items, or just our general merchandise and grocery shopping needs. I remember 26 years ago when I moved here, we all had to drive all the way down to Portola Plaza in Mission Viejo for our services, including groceries and gas, so you can only imagine how carefully we early pioneers had to plan. Now it's a great time to take a look at some of the things we all love most about Rancho Santa Margarita and that warm California sun. It's immediately noticeable how everyone loves to take advantage of the great quality of life here. With our city's green belts, its parks, and its many centers for community activity, you can often see people outside their homes enjoying the day. We have so many activities available, and the cityscape provides family and pet-friendly experiences, as well as entertainment. Who in Rancho does not love our lake? It's one of the best gathering places for mothers and children out on a stroll or an outdoor track for our running and cycling enthusiasts. As a longtime dog lover, I spent many years walking my beloved Rhodesian Ridgeback around that lake and never tired of the endless beauty. I have to tell you though, many of these amenities would not be possible without the contributions of Sam Lark and the community associations of Rancho. I can only say it again, these great amenities and HOA groups were all part of this master plan community from the beginning. That's right, it didn't happen by accident. We had a plan. Have you ever seen the city in full swing? Isn't it amazing? I mean, we have major manufacturing going on, retail giants, food chains, and other services that cater to almost everyone's taste. It may not be so obvious, but all that activity translates to opportunities for employment, positive growth, and most important, sales tax revenue, the income to the city that pays for all that we love and enjoy. Rancho Santa Margarita, believe it or not, is a smorgasbord of choices for dining on the go or in a favorite local haunt. So foodies, take note. We have everything from fast food to fine dining. And some hidden gems that have become popular hangouts. Rancho Santa Margarita is a pinnacle for the quality of life. Fitness centers, sports facilities, and recreation areas are everywhere in our city. Do you know we currently have over 37 fitness-related businesses in RSM, far exceeding any per capita quantity in other cities? If you're service-minded, Rancho Santa Margarita is the right place to be. Community members can engage in all kinds of good causes, like feeding the homebound, supporting our Marines by volunteering to help with Team 25, spending a few hours on the first Saturday of every month volunteering to pick up trash with our Zero Trash program, or working with our sensational seniors.
Suddenly get trusting gravity. Gravity's now.
RSM even has an innovative senior taxi voucher program providing low-cost, subsidized personal taxi service to our senior residents. Financing for the program was secured from a government grant, so it doesn't cost our taxpayers a single dime. However, this too was no accident. It was all part of the plan to serve every resident in our city, from our very youngest to our more seasoned citizens. RSM's focus from the very beginning has always been on the family, and this city has much to offer. In fact, the Bell Tower Community Center provides totally free after-school activities through the city's contract with the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club charges parents an annual membership fee of only $50, which allows the child to be a member at any of its Boys and Girls Club locations. The Community Center is also home to our Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, Sheriff's Explorers, Santiago Seniors Club, and other groups, providing them a much-needed place to meet and also opportunities where our mentors can help shape the leaders of tomorrow. Other city programs offer games,
Go Rancho!
tutoring, and classes for all ages. As the founding City Council leaders, our goal was to secure the land, design, and build our City Hall and Community Center within 4 years of becoming a city. And we did it. The city of RSM has our own home. You may not be aware that many cities don't own their own City Hall or even have their own community center. Like I said, absolutely nothing happens here by accident. It was all part of the plan. The central hub of our city, however, always brings me back to the Bell Tower Community Center. What a wonderful place to hold events like parties and weddings. Just last year, we had over 92 weddings, galas, and parties in our grand ballroom. That's almost 2 every week. Let's not forget entertainment. I mean, what a lineup Rancho has when it comes to concerts in the park.
Ain't no drag. Yeah! Papa's got a brand new bag.
Our annual festivals and celebrations like Rancho Fest and Rocktoberfest. We also gather each year in remembrance of Flag Day, where our scouts and veterans help our residents with the proper disposal of retired American flags. On Sunday, September 7th, I invite you to Patriot Day, where we gather together to celebrate our freedom and pay homage to our heroes. We even celebrate our annual January 1st birthday here. That's right, every year on December 31st we have a totally free, family-friendly New Year's Eve birthday party for our very own city. I hope to see you there. Great life in this city does not happen without great schools, and Rancho Santa Margarita is home to 4 private and 6 public elementary schools, a public middle school, and a private high school. These learning institutions provide jobs and a great education for our children. And, equally important, they provide a key reason to attract new residents. I went straight to the 2013 Realtor of the Year, who's also a longtime board member of the Orange County Association of Realtors, to tell us why Rancho.
I've been selling homes in Rancho Santa Margarita for the past 21 years. This is where I started my real estate career. I chose Rancho Santa Margarita because it's just such a wonderful place to live. Can't ask for a better place to raise your children. The quality of life is just phenomenal, and there's something for just about everybody out here. Primarily, I'm a listing agent in Rancho Santa Margarita. However, the one thing that's really great about selling homes in Rancho is once you buy a home in Rancho, you usually stay in Rancho. We have a lot of first-time home buyers that are coming here to make their first purchase. They begin to have a family, move into a larger home, and then a larger home. The great thing about Rancho is we have a lot of corporations that are here now. In fact, one of the kids that grew up with my sons went to college, got his degree, had an internship at Applied Medical, ended up getting a job there, and now he's looking at purchasing his first home right in his hometown. Rancho Santa Margarita has always been a magnet for corporate relocations. People hear such good things about the quality of life from other people that they work with, that they come specifically looking for homes in the Rancho Santa Margarita area. It's a lot of word of mouth gets people here, and they just can't wait to make Rancho their home. We see a lot of people that are coming into the Irvine, even into the Los Angeles area, that have been told that Rancho is such a great place to live. They come out here, look for a house, see it for themselves, end up buying here. They don't care about the drive. They're just happy to be home.
I always say you can't look forward without looking back. We have to look at our roots and understand our city's humble beginnings to truly appreciate where we are and where we're headed in the future. Where would the city be without the big risk takers, the pioneers of the business community? I wanted to share with you one of the city's first businesses in RSM, a cornerstone of the community for nearly 20 years.
Well, we were one of the first, businesses out here, and so a lot of the challenges were that, there just weren't that many people here. There weren't a lot of traffic lights or street lights, and we were so far out. The major equipment manufacturers wouldn't sell us car wash equipment out here. It was really that far. Kind of a lonely place a little bit. As far as a master plan community is concerned, that was a huge part of me wanting to come out and do business out here. A lot of foresight went into the planning of the community and the balance, not having too much, not having too little. And that was really a big deal. That was a major part of my decision, really. You have residential nodes, you have the business community, the business park and that sort of thing. And then you have the retail nodes. And that creates a buying pattern and a traffic flow within the community. For something like us, that's very important. You don't need too many car washes, but we all need to get our car cleaned. So that balance is critically important. This was designed to be a prosperous long-term community, and that different areas, there's starter homes and people would move up, and then people would, and that is so important. But the vision of Santa Margarita wasn't a 10-year vision or wasn't a knee-jerk vision. It was a lifestyle and a multi-generational viewpoint. And the founders of Santa Margarita took years and years and spent millions and millions of dollars researching that and getting that plan, so you had a continuing prosperous community. It is important to understand that all of the planning that we had done was for a very specific reason. You're talking about a city, you're talking about a lifestyle, and you're talking how that all balances in. It's what Santa Margarita is all about.
Rancho's humble beginnings with the town center car wash sure have come a long way. Where would we be without welcoming retailers and national chains? Did you know RSM is home to the second Walmart neighborhood market opened in the entire state of California? I had to ask them the same question. Why Rancho Santa Margarita? What is it that inspired you to come to Rancho Santa Margarita?
Well, at Walmart, we're always looking for opportunities to better serve our customer and also find a community where we feel that we will be embraced and welcome. We've appreciated working with the city in introducing this new format. And in fact, the Rancho Santa Margarita neighborhood market is the second neighborhood market in California. So we were very, very pleased to find a place where we can introduce this concept. And it's been a tremendous success for us. And when we looked at Rancho Santa Margarita, we tried to identify a location, and we did find a location very near the neighborhood market, and that is why we succeeded in hiring a lot of local folks who are now building their careers with Walmart. One of the ways that Walmart is making a difference in the retail sphere is that we're finding ways to better merge our online with our stores. So for example, our customers can go online, pick any product they want, televisions, out of millions, and select site to store, and they can pick up that item within a couple of days at their local Walmart. And the good thing about that is that Walmart gets credit for the sales tax, which means more money for the local community.
Which in the case of Rancho Santa Margarita, sales tax is the engine that provides all of the services for our community. I mean, it determines whether or not we have the appropriate amount of police officers on the street, whether or not our streets are clean and lighted, etc.
It's really a great opportunity to be able to increase sales tax by purchasing online, which is a great benefit to having a brick and mortar and an online presence. And that's how Walmart is making a difference.
One industry that cannot be overlooked in our thriving city may surprise you, and that's manufacturing. Especially when you hear that manufacturing is leaving California and the United States. Well, we have high-tech, cutting-edge medical manufacturing right here in RSM, and it's hidden in plain sight. As the city's largest employer, we're so proud that Applied Medical is known around the world with Rancho Santa Margarita attached to its moniker.
Rancho Santa Margarita is a very special community. When looking to establish our corporate headquarters in Orange County, Applied Medical evaluated several cities and found RSM to be well-designed, well-maintained, and very friendly.
Applied Medical has been a devoted and adoring member of the RSM community since the city was formed in 2000, growing along with the city and today filling 13 buildings in RSM alone.
As a new generation medical device company, Applied is focused on meeting 3 fundamental healthcare needs: enhanced patient care, cost containment, and unrestricted choice.
While Applied is a global company, we produce all of our products, more than 13 million medical devices every year, in over 1 million square feet of state-of-the-art facilities here in the RSM area.
But what truly sets Applied apart are our team members.
Applied has more than 2,000 team members working in RSM. This includes over 250 engineers and scientists, nearly 900 product production team members, and 185 summer interns, with an additional 450 sales professionals across the U.S. and over 320 team members internationally.
And more than 300 of Applied's team members who work in RSM also live here.
Applied is truly a family company.
So much so that more than 15% of our team members have at least one of their own family members also working at Applied.
Applied is proud of the positive impact we are having on global healthcare, and we're also proud of the positive impact our team members are having in our local communities.
RSM is a thriving community and has been a contributing factor in our continual growth and success. Across the globe, we are Applied Medical Rancho Santa Margarita, and that makes us very proud.
Let's not forget our small businesses and sole proprietors. Everyone in Rancho Santa Margarita truly makes a difference. Our largest revenue stream comes from sales tax generated from our businesses. Knowing that we needed a source of revenue to sustain a high-quality city, the planners ensured we have a section of the city's retail dedicated to large sales tax production businesses, our auto dealers. Since the dawn of the new millennium, January 1st of 2000, our birthday as a city and the day we became responsible to pay our own bills, RSM's #1 source of income for all our beloved city services comes from those purchases from our car dealerships. And those auto dealerships don't just provide the necessary income to fund city services to us. They're also a major source of employment for RSM, paying living wage full-time jobs. They also provide a convenience so our residents can have dependable mobility. Our auto center was specifically planned to be central and synergistic. In other words, it is successful because of the carefully planned and placed dealerships, their importance to the success of the city, and the clear advantages of prominent co-location for these essential businesses. We are a city of quiet greatness. Our citizens make us proud, and our events remind us of what's important. We regularly honor our superior students for scholastic and athletic achievement. Just look at the accomplishments of the young women who play water polo at Santa Margarita Catholic High School, and they won the championship. As a 26-year resident, city founder, and a member of the very first city council, I can tell you that now, when I talk about Rancho Santa Margarita to people outside our city and county, they know who we are. When I share what we achieved here, such as our low unemployment rate, which is nearly 60% less than the rest of Orange County, coupled with the fact that in comparison to the 12 surrounding cities, Rancho Santa Margarita has the highest number of households that earn more than $100,000 a year. I can see their eyes widen, and sometimes their mouths even hang a little bit open. With new businesses getting their start with a ribbon cutting, or someone coming into City Hall to apply for a permit, our city is positioned for growth and sustainment. But like I said, nothing, absolutely nothing, happens here by accident. Again, it was all part of the plan. In the not-too-distant future, we'll realize the benefits of the Chiquita Ridge development, including a 23-acre regional sports park and over 30 acres of new city development. We will continue to provide an outstanding level of service for our residents, and we will commit to communicating with our citizens to keep them informed, included, and aware. Rancho Santa Margarita doesn't always slow down as the sun sets, but rest assured, everyone who lives here can go to sleep knowing we are financially sound. While other cities are drowning in debt, you should know that we're only one city of a very few that has over 100% of our annual operating expenses in the bank. I know, you're not surprised. It's all part of the plan. So did 2020 get it right all those years ago when they called us Shangri-La? In my opinion, you bet they did. In only 14 short years of cityhood, Rancho Santa Margarita has distinguished ourselves as a city that is balanced, admired, well-run, and positioned for long-term health and sustainment. But I'll have to let you in on a little secret. That too was no accident. That's right. I'll say it again. It was all part of the plan. Let us toast to our very own Shangri-La.